Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, YouTube Comic Family. What's going on, everyone, on this Thursday night? I hope you guys are doing well, man. And I'm happy to do a live show because I thought I wasn't going to be alive.
Notification bell went off. Boom.
Notification bell is the key, man. That way, when we go live, you see it, man. Then you can just jump on the phone, whether you're driving, not driving, but whether you're home doing this at the house, nice and comfortable, relaxing. But you know what? Happy to do a show with the comic community right now. My homie John Comics and Kids in the house. Man, last night, guys, I was a hot piece of hot garbage trash. I don't know what came down with me. I don't know the flu, coronavirus, probably not. But I think it was just the allergies, man. But I'm happy to do a live show right now, doing the Rican Skill with my homie, the master, the professor, the greatest teacher of all time that gets all the awards, John Comics with Kids. Sir, how are you doing today?
Put on my professor glasses. I'm doing all right. Good to see you. Good to be here talking some good comics. Get a good couple of comic book reviews in. Let's do it.
I don't know about great reviews, but not for me for sure.
I got some books that were great this week.
We're going to rank the books. I'll do that for sure. We'll rank them on the ranking scale based on their story, the art, on a 0 to 5 scale on both categories, and then we'll give it a final score at the very end. But with that being said, Mr. John, I am going to look at the chat real quick, if you don't mind, or you want to do it?
I got it.
All right, brother, do it.
We got Sincero in the chat first. Good to see you, sir. Hero and the Kid was second, followed by Superior Hero Reviews. There were some people pre-gaming a little bit, hanging out. Jack B, hello to you from Michigan. Hello. Comic Book Hunter, I am very sorry that I got the time wrong. Rod and I were back and forth on the time, and I just blew it. One two comic talk. Kevin is in the chat. Good to see you. Think About Comics. I am doing that. Varangian Vigilante is in the chat along with Perry. We're not late. Come on. Give me a break. No busting balls this early. And Rob Boswell with Mad Mike's Comics as well. Those guys are in here. 2nd Street Marvel. Hello to Trinity. And what else? Ben Compton and Captain Comics. Hello to you, Steve. Perry says, yo, yo, yo equals welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That's fair. Justice for Comics is in the chat. Thank you for coming by. Oh, super chat from Jack B.
Oh.
Right off the bat, here it comes. Thank you so much for doing that. And Warlord plus my bud, Two Gun Pedro. Pew, pew.
Love the sound effects, man. Love the sound effects.
1-2 Comic Talk says you have the tequila virus. That's a way better virus to have. I'm just telling you.
Well, you know what? I'm not a tequila person, so that'll be probably worse than anything. Tequila, I stay away from, guys. Whoa, not even the taste of tequila. I'm going to leave it right there. If I say Perry's in the house, it's gonna,
it's gonna derail. Absolutely derail. I will say that for my books for tonight, they're all Marvel. So I got 6 Marvel books here. So when it comes time to pick, I'm going to base it on whoever in the chat gives me a number 1 through 6. That's going to be the book I pull out of my stack. 1 is the top, 6.
Okay.
So each round we'll pull another book and I'll review that one. And we'll see how far we get. But it's Marvel only round for me. I have not been getting much DC lately. I'm sorry to say I have not enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, I got
letting me down.
I got a couple books. You know, I got IDW, I got DC, and unfortunately, Community. I do not have any Marvel, but I do have some Dark Horse comics that is owed. But the chat is speaking. So what did it say, John?
Kevin says book number 4, so I pulled that one out. Sadly, Rob Boswell, I don't have comic book number 69, but I like your thinking.
Oh. Nice.
So I'll pull this one out. This will be my first one. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Let's see. Well, you can go first.
He picked Marauders, which just dropped this week. So I got some books from last week, some books from this week. He picked Marauders. That's what I'm doing here, Kevin. And of course, I love this cover. Storm and Emma Frost. Look at that. Hey, there, Rod's got that cover A going. I thought this was great. Bishop finds the dead body floating in the ocean. So Kitty Pryde is officially dead.
No.
Put her in a body bag and everything. Very exciting to see where this goes. Yep, she did, Perry. She did. So that I was very excited about that and what it could mean for all the politics. And then maybe how do they figure out how to get her back, right? So very interesting. So I like this one a bunch. I think the art has been solid all the way through. I'd say like 4.5. The writing has been great for me for this run. I'd say 4.5 for that. So let's give this a 9 out of 10 for me. That Marauders is good.
Marauders, man. The Marauders. You know what? And I was wondering, I was hoping she may still be alive. But you know what? I'm still going to go back and read it because I want to read it. But
and there's more going on in this issue than just her, because it's really they just find her. But Bishop's got a lot of cool stuff to do. Storm's got good stuff. Emma Frost is in it in a cool way. So I really dig it. It's not time to drop Marauders. What are you thinking? Think about comics. Come on now. Z Collects. How you doing, brother?
Yep. Z Collect in the house. What's going on, Z? Thank you for hanging out. This is the Rican Skill, man. Me and John, we're going to try to do this every Thursday. If not, maybe every other Thursday. But we want to bring the books out here, some books that we've read, and we'll rank them on the scale, man. That's what we're doing right now. And we'll give it a final score at the very end. But as always, man, if you haven't seen the channel before, most of you guys have. But if you haven't, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you want to share it to the comic book community that maybe or family and friends have never seen the show before, yo, feel free to share it, man.
That's missing out.
Yeah, man. You know, John puts out great content. He puts out excellent edit videos with throwbacks, with Legos. It's awesome. Great stuff. My wife loves it. She says John is a master with these Legos videos. So feel free to check it out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys.
That's a great review. Thank you.
Yo, you got to hit the notification bell, man. Notification bell is the key to everyone's channels right now in the chat. Whenever they go live, drop a video, you'll see it pop up on your devices, man. We've been saying that since day one.
Hello to T-Bone and Tom's Comic Book Reviews. Thank you for coming by.
Nice, man.
What is your first book, Rod? What do you got for us?
Well, I'm going to throw a book out there that I kind of liked a lot. We're going to go with that Black Label, that DC Black Label. I just hear a car alarm go off. Oh, man. And I live in a pretty good neighborhood of Florida. But anyway, man, Joe Hill presents, Plunge. This was a nice read overall. I have to say, for Joe Hill to do this Black Label, he's been doing a few of them. We already know that. Basket Full of Heads. But this one here, I really did enjoy. I like how he introduces all these new characters and he just gives them he explains, like, I'm trying to put it right now. I had everything planned in the head, man. But, I go live. This is what happens. But every character he does so well throughout this entire book. And at the very end, there's a cliffhanger. But not only that, man, they're trying to figure out what's going on. There's a boat that's, like, down in the ocean. It's been there for, like, 40 years, 30 years, whatever. And there's, like, they find a ding, a notification bell. Ding. And now they got to go out there and find out what is going on. There was a whole tsunami action going on there too. But you know what? This is a great read. The cliffhanger at the end, I'm not going to spoil it. You guys can go out there and you could go spoil it on someone else's channel.
Well, I hear some good things about it. Perry's making his usual inappropriate jokes, but I heard some good things.
All right, so overall, man, I tell you, the story, I give it a 4. The art, I give it a 4 as well. Overall score, an 8. That's better than this next book I got. Because this next book is one of my favorite reads. But go ahead, John. You're next, buddy.
Well, Perry picked for me. He picked a number 3. He wants The Trace. And I got Valkyrie, Jane Foster, issue number 8. This is a tie-in. It's going in with the Cates Thor run. So this is playing off of issue 3 from the Thor run that Donny Cates is doing, but this is Jason Aaron's Valkyrie. In this, she's got a problem on Earth, and Thor shows up to help her deal with it. This is I can't remember what they call it, the anti-something, the creature they've got down there at the bottom of the Earth is some kind of, it's like a venom-y thing. They call it an anti-life entity, which it borders on that DC anti-life equation. It's the opposite of a soul, is what they said. And so there's a little bit of a flashback where Thor remembers what his father said about it. Then Thor decides he's going to try to kill it. Hi, Charlie. He's going to try to kill it with his hammer. And he slams the hammer down, but it stops the hammer, this thing. So it's going to be very interesting to see what it does to him. At the beginning, Jane Foster has a dream about it, and it sort of starts to take over her the same way. Not a dream. Anyways, it sort of gets into her the same way. So it's kind of a cool little deal. I thought the artwork has always been really solid in this. I'd say it's at least a 4.5. The writing on this one was great, so I'm going to definitely say 4.5. So this one's another 9 out of 10 for me. This was a great one. I dig it. I think there's a symbiote relationship, Rob, between what's going on here and with the Null stuff. There's definitely some relationship between all this stuff. You know, you look at Thor here at the end, and he's got like all these little things going on. It's like lightning tendrils that are inside of him, looking around his eye. So there's something, I can't put my finger on it. I'm sure Aaron and Cates are building towards something with Null, is what I feel like. And this plays into that.
Oh, that's pretty good, man. I mean, I was reading Valkyrie and I just stopped. I don't know why. It's one of those things I didn't have in my pool list. And I go to the LCS, I end up picking other books up. Like before I get to these new books I picked up, I know people were talking about this is why I'm so far behind my reading, guys, man. Because I picked up issue 1, 2, and 3. Watch me get thumbs down. Probably come from Perry, man. The Butcher of Paris. Yes, I read 3 issues.
I heard great things about that.
And it was all based on a true story. And that says it right there. And I was like, wait a minute, man, this cannot be really true. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. That's what I heard.
Go there and Google it. And you got this doctor hanging out there back in those Nazi days, and it was holy coconuts back in those days. With this, this homie was out there. He was he ain't no joke, man. That's all I gotta say. And they were like investigating what's going on. They're like, oh, this is no rookie, man. This guy knows what he's doing. So this is a fantastic read. I cannot wait to read the next issue. I'll tell you what, overall, I like the art. I like the story. So the story, I'm going to give this one a 4.5 and the art a 4. So there it is, man. That's a very high score. Very high score of a...
I want to read that. I hear really good things about it. So I'm definitely curious on that one.
Yeah, man.
We got Chaos in Comics and Mike W. Rogers, Air Spider. Thank you all for coming by. The Comic Assassin. Sorry, and I think that's everybody that has new to jump in. So, thank you all for coming. Hit the bell. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you're ready for Rod. You don't know when he's going to go live. Sometimes like this.
Yeah, but I gotta run things through John. Make sure he's available. So you know.
All right, Perry picked again for us this time. He picked number 1. This was Hawkeye Free Fall issue 3. I think this is possibly one of the more underrated Marvel books right now. I don't hear anybody really talking about it except Bear Island and myself. It's funny. It's got great twists and turns. You got Ronan and Hawkeye going head to head in some parts of the story, and then a huge twist at the end of issue 2. Is that they are both Hawkeye. That Hawkeye has been jumping in time with a special device. And then he finds, in this issue, clones of himself. like a robot clone of him, and he brings it home and unboxes it. I love the fact that it comes out of the box without any clothes, and they cover him up with this little Hawkeye. They cover up the private part. The little Hawkeye logo appears whenever he's walking around naked.
Oh man.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah, so like this page is full of the little Hawkeye logos whenever the robot's walking around naked. Very funny. And Hawkeye's girlfriend comes home and finds Hawkeye with another Hawkeye that's naked and another kid. And she's like, okay, I'm done. She breaks up with him on the spot. Yes, I agree. Trinidad, it's genuinely very funny. I laugh out loud reading this every time. It just is very funny. So that you can't put a price on that. Like there's not many books that consistently make me laugh. Good chaos. I'm glad you're talking about it. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. Okay, good. So I recommend this definitely. I'd say the art is like a 4, but the writing is great, 4.5. So this is like an 8.5. It's just good entertainment. It's just fun. I've enjoyed every issue.
That's awesome. You know what? It's like there it is. You know what? We're gonna see it. Someone's gonna say chicken butt, whatever. But I'm gonna stop. I can't. It's so hard not to do it, man. It's so hard not to do it. But Butcher in Paris, man, that was an 8.5, man. And I actually, man, I showed the plunge a few minutes ago, but there was a part in this book that I was reading it, and man, it was. Let me tell you something. I screenshot it. I was talking to the guys on a private chat, and homeboy was holding a black thing in his hand. And I think Perry really got a kick out of it. But you know what? Yeah. If you haven't read the book, man, check it out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, you'll find out when you read it and go through that page. And it was just funny. But yep, there it is. I was waiting for it.
I put one in there for you.
All right.
All right, so it's your turn, right?
Yeah, man. All right. So, I love Transformers. Guys, don't go away, man. Don't go away. Don't go away. Please don't. Man, people talk about damn turtles. People talk about freaking Power Rangers, man. Why you guys run away when I mention Transformers? You know what? You might want to run away because this last issue of issue 17 just did not do much for me. All right. Did not do too much for me. A notification on the phone. I'll get back to it. Notifications on the phone. I mean, on the watch, guys. This Transformers issue did not do too much for me until like the very end. Just 2 pages of little action. That was it. Overall, this could go down as one of the hot garbage books I've read from Transformers, guys.
Wow.
I do not do that.
If he doesn't like Transformers, then that's a big deal.
17 issues in. And you know what? This story was a 2.5. The art was a 4. So you could do the math, man.
6.5. There you go.
6.5. But you know what? I'm going to pick up the next one.
Hey, if it's been consistent for that long, you're allowed to have a bad issue every once in a while, right? It's like a bad episode on a TV series.
That's it, man. You know how we do.
All right, so I believe this time, who was the winner? It was Rob. Picked book number 3 in my stack. That's going to be Venom Island. This is issue 23. I guess it's the finale of Venom Island, although it looks like the next issue is going to have like a furthering of the story. But this is the issue when Eddie gets off of the island finally. Spoiler: the issue before this has been about a month now, a little more than a month actually. Eddie cut his hand off. He legitimately chopped his own hand off.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So he's on the island. This is issue 22, the one before this one, the one that came out like 6 weeks ago. he's battling, and the symbiote he's got Carnage and Venom both inside of him trying to take over him. It gets down into his hand, and he chops the hand off. This issue begins with him tying it up and then burning it to cauterize it. It's like legit Rambo style. He's in the jungle by himself, and he's like burning the stump that is his hand. And then he's got to climb a rock wall up with one hand. Dude, this is like, it's like, fighting for survival in the jungle. He's got all this excitement going on. I dig it. Air Spider says there's 2 issues left, but he gets off of the island here. So I guess if there's 2 more Venom Island issues, they're not really on the island. It's just regular Venom. I don't know. Because at the end of this, he does leave the island in a pretty big way. I don't want to ruin the ending, and I don't want to ruin kind of what it's laying out for Venom and Carnage and what they mean for Eddie. But there's a lot of cool stuff going on. The hand chop off is legit. I know this cover, I was really frustrated because I saw it. He's got both hands, but he doesn't have both hands for this entire issue. I was worried that they were going to like throw it away. Like, oh no, he didn't really chop his hand off. Nope. Dude did it. He cut his hand off. It's gone. He gone.
But you know what? It's funny because I dropped that because I was like, oh, this is getting boring. And I know you've been digging that since the very beginning.
Well, I think Edwin and I both said we gave Immortal Hulk 25 issues, and we wanted to give Venom Island 25 issues. 25 issues. So yeah, this is not a Scotty Young cover. I got the regular, right? I got the Bagley because I didn't like the Scotty Young cover, honestly. I like the Bagley, and it's all Bagley art, which I understand some people don't like Bagley. I was digging it. It just was a throwback to Venom in the days when I was reading it. Sorry, you were saying about quitting Venom.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just quit it. I was like, I wasn't feeling that. And people were saying, don't give up on it, man. But I was like, you know what? Do I need to add back to the pool list? That's the question.
Well, people are saying 24 and 25 are going to finish this storyline, and that 25 is a double issue. It's a huge kind of issue, they're saying. I know that Jason Aaron and Donny Cates are going to make this big Null event huge. So I kind of want to stick it out until that plays out. I want to know what happens with Null. I kind of want to be there for it. And this is ground zero for that. It's going to happen in Venom. You know it. Did Venom find out what the numbers mean? Hey, you know me. I love a good island. Comic books with islands, I'm probably in. And there was a nice compliment. I'm sorry that I missed it up above here.
Let me see if I can.
Where was it? Hack. Thank you. I like how John reviews comics. Thank you, Hack. I appreciate that.
John don't play, man.
JP was throwing me some fire last night in the book club. Deservedly. I'm not saying it was undeserved, but it was cracking me up. But it was very harsh. Is Valkyrie tying in with Thor? I thought it did, because you have the Thor in the costume that's the Donny Cates Thor, and that's sort of, he's getting infected by this, I don't know what it is, this anti-soul thing. I don't even know quite what it is. So it does seem to be connected. But I'm not reading Donny Cates Thor, so I'm a little out of the loop.
All right. So it's my turn, man.
Yep.
I'm going to talk about a book that I'm probably going to get crapped on. And I read this book, and I did not like it a lot. So get ready, guys, because I dig the first one that was, early last year. It was Deceased. Great read, man. It was fire. It was awesome. Whoa. Beast.
Carmilla saying, no, it isn't. John told me it was Deceased was garbage.
All right. There it is. This is Unkillables 1. And guys, I don't know, man. I do not really know about this book. We got vampires or whatever the hell it is, and a bunch of things going on. I know Batman is dead, and man, at the end I see a bunch of kids. I was freaking confused. I don't know what the hell was going on.
And you've read all of Deceased?
Yeah,
Okay.
and this is where I'm gonna probably get crapped on because I love the first run. So, but overall, man, I give the story a 3. I give the art a fantastic number 4. So there it is, man, a 7.
I have told people, and Perry said he's gonna send me the trade for Deceased at some point. I want to read Deceased with all the tie-ins. I went on my DC Universe app; it's not in there yet, so it must still be too soon. Perry says that's the best number 1 of any of the Deceased. You're right. You don't know. You're confused because you didn't read Deceased. He read Deceased. He just said he read Deceased, buddy. And I'm saying that it's the best number 1 of Deceased is not really impressive, considering the first issue of Deceased was such hot garbage water. It was like triple hot spicy doo-doo water. That's what that was. That first issue of Deceased was very problematic. Hack. I read issue 1 of Donny Cates' Thor. Didn't love it. Instead I decided to put money into Jason Aaron's Thor. So I skipped Donny Cates and I went back. Now I'm buying the trades for the very original Thor that Jason Aaron did. So I'm putting my money there. I hear good things about Donnie's run. I'm a little tired of Donnie. I'm sticking with Venom, but that's about the only place I'm giving him my money at this point.
Van Rangen said the plot with DC is that whenever somebody has a nice idea for an Elseworld one shot, they print it to death when the first arc was successful. And you know what? Hey, we'll find out if the book goes to second, third, fourth print. I like the first run first, so that's just me. So,
and I will definitely finish Deceased. I read the first 2. But I gave up after that. But I will definitely read it all. I'm not going to completely keep hating on it without reading it. And I do want to read I keep saying I want to read the Mr. Miracle stuff. I heard there was a good one shot for him.
Tom King did a great run on that.
And I like the idea of the villains, getting to hear what the villains did. So I do want to read it all, but we'll see.
I want to shout out my friend from Philly here. Armando, I call her Mondo, man. You don't gotta call her Armando. Just call her Mondo, man. Mondo, we were texting back and forth, and he said he's going to get back into collecting comic books, man.
Nice.
So, Mondo, do it, man. You was over there down Center City, Philadelphia, at the whatever market you was at. You showed me all these boxes that were 50 cents, buy one, get one free, and all that stuff, man. Do it, Mondo, man. Get into the comic book community, and then we can hang out doing live shows. And then when you move to Florida, that'd be pretty dope, man. Bring your kids and the family and the wifey, man. I hope you guys are doing well. I love you guys, man.
Sorry. Now, is it you or is it me? I think you just did Deceased. Did you give it scores?
I did. I gave it a overall a 7. The story was a 3. Art was a 4. I like the artwork for sure, man. But I do have to say, man, I like when they had a Joker dead in front of the Batmobile, I believe it was, and it's just like, you know what? This is the apocalypse, man. Everyone's gonna die, and just Ryder and the Joker's just dead. It's like, so that part was pretty dope.
I'm trying to see. I think it was Ben Compton picked book number 2, which I have 2 books left. He picked number 2, which is perfect because Rod's here for Daredevil, baby. I'm not going to spoil this because I'm assuming Rod has not read Daredevil yet, so he's a little behind.
How was it though?
I really dug this one. I thought it was great. I feel like it's Marvel's most consistent book right now. I think that there's really not that many books at Marvel that week to or month to month are this good. I like Daredevil. I got Owlsley, and the owl is in this one in a big way. You get a really cool team up. Finally, Detective North and Daredevil are kind of working together. A little girl, or maybe it's a little boy, a child has been kidnapped. The child of one of these mafia families, because there are warring families trying to take over Hell's Kitchen, and a child gets kidnapped. and Detective North and Daredevil work together to kind of solve it. I thought it was a really high intensity thriller. Like they're just running around the city trying to figure out where the kid is and how to get the kid out safe. I thought it was really cool.
So overall on the scale, you gave that what?
Ooh, I think this one's going to be an 8.5. So we're saying like 4 art, 4.5 story. I think it's really good. It's just there's never a clunker, right? There's no clankers or failures. This series it's solid. I think the worst grade I'd give any of them is an 8, which like that's a good grade for if every issue is an 8 or better. Those are bangers. Biggie Shaq would say those are bangers. Banger reads right here. This is a banger read.
It's been great, man. It's been great, and it's one of those books that whenever I get my books, I leave that one to the end because I know Chip Zdarsky is going to give me a home run, man.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this Detective North. I want to see where they go with him. I think there's a lot of slow burns happening in this story where little things are leading to bigger and bigger things. And so I find it very exciting. Sam's Tangled Web is in the chat.
Yeah, man. A bunch of people in the chat, man. Got Tank in the house, man. Oh, man. Comic for Blame in the house. I don't know if we mentioned these guys, John. What do you think?
A few of them. God Tank, I haven't mentioned to him. Nice to see him. He and I have been talking a lot on Instagram lately. He's an awesome dude. Gold Gauntlet Comics. I know I did not mention you. That's a great name. And Comics Club is in the chat. That's your Floridian homie.
Oh, the one I haven't gone to. That's the one.
Oh, you haven't met him yet.
No, yes, Edwin and Perry always they shit on me all the time because I didn't go out there when they were shredding books. Of course, they wanted to shred a Daredevil book, and man, that broke my heart. But
I'll get down there and I'll find a copy of Deceased and I'll shred that.
Ooh, ping, 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 pew, 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 pew.
If I can find a copy of Deceased, that's what I'll shred. I think that's it. We said hello to Armando.
Yes.
And I think that's it. I think we're good.
Yeah, man. He's going to get back into comic books. Awesome, Mondo, man. Do it, brother. That way we can hang out. You can jump on, do some live shows, man. Oh, there's Sam Tangles Web. He will say, hey, Rod and John. And we're going to keep it short, man. I know John is tired. I am kind of not myself. I don't know, man. I hope I don't have no coronavirus, which I highly doubt.
No, don't be throwing bad luck around. That's bad juju.
Oh yeah, no bad juju, man. But you know what? I'm doing fine now. I think it was all the rain we had. We got a bunch of freaking damn pollen. I was a hot garbage mess. Like probably this hot garbage book that I read, Transformers, is one of my favorites. But you know what? That's what happens when you buy books and when you're not feeling
you well. Don't know, right? You just don't know.
Yeah, man. So
I've been buying X-Men month to month, and it's like one issue I read it and it's amazing, and another one I read and I'm like, what in the heck happened? You don't know.
All right, we got Han Cholo. Thank you for hanging out right now, man. This is the Rican Skill, man. Thank you for hanging out with us right now. If you've never seen the show before, feel free to subscribe. Check us out, man. We do our live shows like this. We'll take some books and rank them on a scale. That's what it's called, the Rican Scale. We based on story and the art, and then we rank it. And then we give it a final score, and then we'll give it an 8, 5, whatever it is, or hot garbage water.
It's Batman fever all over. I don't know, buddy. It's I got my copy right here. It's sitting here.
Oh man.
Batman 89. I actually had to open it and check because apparently there's printing errors now. People are getting crazy about the ones that have a bad page printed in here. But mine is not a printed error. Mine's all good.
Drink Modelo Raw. You good? No, man. I'll pass on that one.
Well, that's fine. I'm gonna be selling mine on Saturday. So
that's it, man. That's why we're gonna end this show with a nice plug on John's channel. What you got going on, John? Let the people know. It's gonna be big, man.
I've got certainly a big event happening on Saturday. Besides my normal morning show with my girls, I'm going to be doing my very first auction on my channel. I'm going to be doing all kinds of silly things. I'm going to have different kinds of like pop-up shop buy it nows like Discovery Bay does or Needmo. I'm going to have traditional auction items. It should be a kooky fun time. I'm going to start at 11 Pacific. So what's that? 2 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be, it's like a midday kind of auction. So you're welcome to come and hang out. Hopefully have a lot of good books to buy. I got some fun guests joining me. I'm looking forward to just clearing some space and giving some good deals on books because I have way too many books around here and I need them to go to community members who will like them. And I need money so that I can start saving for some grails that I want and slabbing some books that I also want to sell and maybe go to MegaCon, which is still a big hope at this point. So that's what I'll be there. Oh, and Varangian Vigilante mentions comic gories. When you have 7 children, as the boy who has 7 does, events come up. And so he had planned on comic gories on Friday, and then his daughter got a soccer game scheduled to Friday. So sadly, that got canceled. I'm very sorry to say that we're trying to find a new home. I think Fridays are just a tough night for Matt because soccer is year round for his kiddos. So hopefully we'll find a day. I think we're looking at Mondays in the future. Maybe will be a night where we can do that.
All right. Cool.
So yes, that's my big thing. My auction should be a few hours long. So we should be going strong all the way up to when Thoro gets going. I'm hoping to do some things to keep it light, funny, and fast. Keep it moving. Sell books and move on to the next. Keep going.
That's what it's all about, man. And you guys better have all your PayPal accounts ready because that makes a faster transaction. That way, when you say, I want that book, I'm going to purchase it right now. PayPal. Bing, bing, bing. What is it? Bing, 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 bing. Pew, pew. Pew. There it is. Yeah. And you send payments to John right to his PayPal account.
And I don't monetize. So I think what I'm going to do is give my PayPal all through the show so that if people want to do like donations, I might do something fun and funny whenever I get a donation through PayPal. You can just send me something and we'll have something a little entertainment for that. Kind of like Disco has his little disco whenever he gets a donation. We'll do something.
Yeah. If you do donations on this channel, I guarantee you the shirt would never come off. I mean, I may, I dance a little bit here and there, but that's probably the only thing you're going to get. I probably could rock out a new hat, but you know what, man? But make sure you hit the notification bell for John Comics with Kids. Stay tuned for that event. It's going to be epic. He's going to sell some books and support the guy, man. Support the guy. As always,
like Discovery Bay always says, like I'm taking this money that I'm going to make and it's going to go back into the community because I'm going to be paying a community member on Instagram to do my pressing and cleaning. I'm buying a jabroni box with some of this money, so it's all going to be going through that. So that's the long and short of that.
There it is, man. All right. And Rob Boswell said, "What's your PayPal?" Damn, already, John.
He's already going.
They're already asking you, brother.
Man, it's John's Comics with Kids at yahoo.com.
Thank you, Rob.
You can wait until it's all happening. Thank you, Rob. It's very nice of you, brother. And I've got a little Daredevil 1 fund so some of the money from these auctions is going to go into a Daredevil 1 fund for the year. And hopefully by the time, the fall comes around, I'll have enough saved up that I can make that happen. That's going to be my goal.
All right. And quick shout out to Rob Boswell hooking it up with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. And really do appreciate everyone in the chat right now. You guys are amazing. If you guys never seen these people in the chat, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. All you gotta do is click their names, man. Go check their channel. Man, these guys are cool, man. They support us. They support everybody else in the comic book community. Great homies, man. They're not hanging out with us because they're just bored. Well, they could be, but they're here hanging out because they want to support and have a good laugh or two. But not only that, man, we bring out great content. We also bring out edit videos. We also bring out live shows. We also throw out giveaways. You know what? Not only that, mystery boxes when it comes to Edwin the Comic Jabroni. He had 30 boxes, I believe it was. He's trying to reach that goal to get TMNT issue number 1. Did he do it? Yes, he did. They're all claimed. They're all claimed. Even
I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to my second Jabroni box. I made so much money on that first Jabroni box just based on the quality of the books that I got, that even if he sent me nothing, an empty box this time around, I think I still came out way ahead. So I'm just excited to be able to help him get his book. And I might sell whatever I get in my Jabroni box. I might just sell that stuff off to the community at some point. I'm definitely going to be selling this giant slab I got last time from him. I got that second appearance of the Silver Age Captain America, early Fantastic Four issue slab, beautiful book. I might end up selling that at some point just because it's not a huge grail for me. And if it helps me get my grail, then it's absolutely worth it. That book is definitely going to go up at some point.
All right. Quick shout out right now. Christy Shin in the house.
Hello.
Hi, Christy. I love your picture there. What do you got? What do you drink? You got every alcohol there. You're drinking everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's my girl.
That's right up Edwin's alley.
Shout out to Old Wolf. I just sent him, and hopefully it'll arrive tomorrow. A little AOK giveaway. He won a little giveaway from me. So I included with him, he's getting the entire run of Old Man Quill, the whole thing. And hopefully he'll read it and join us to discuss it when that time comes around.
All right. Rob Boswell said, hey, John.
I will definitely, Rob, have a few dollar rounds. So if you're telling me you want to buy the first one, you go for it, brother. And then we'll figure out the rest when Saturday rolls around. So if you want to buy one, yeah, go for it. I'm going to set it up basically the same that Discovery Bay does. I'll have a few dollar rounds, a few $5 rounds, that kind of thing.
Nice, man. That is going to be awesome. And again, what time you doing your live auction, John?
11 o'clock Pacific, which is 2 o'clock Eastern.
All right. That's going to be a great time to watch his live show because I should be available free 2 to 8 and I go live at 8 o'clock for Coast to Coast Comics.
Nice. I'll be wrapping up hopefully by then. Way done. I'll be way done.
Awesome. And we're going to do an open invite, man. We're going to do an open invite to Coast Comics. I want to keep it that way until Jeffrey comes back on the show. Jeffrey, he just want to relax. He wants some time off. I said, Jeff, man, go on vacation. Do whatever the hell you want to do, man. Do your thing, brother. And you know what? We'll still keep it Coast to Coast Comics, but we'll have an open invite. Bring anyone from the coast, from across the pond. So we'll keep it that way. And we have to respect what Jeffrey is doing right now. He's a great homie in the combo community, my friend, my brother, that's brought me into doing live shows. So I love you, Jeffrey. I hope you're doing well, sir.
That's awesome.
And the door is always open. Just let me know.
Miss you, Jeffrey. Missing Jeffrey big time. Absolutely.
All right.
I also want to mention if you follow me on Instagram, hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be posting a bunch of the books, the bigger books that I'm going to be selling in my auction so that you can really look at the corners and creases and any dings because I know people really like to see the books and you can't on YouTube as well. So if you are following me on Instagram, I'm going to be just posting a ton and I'll be marking them as books that'll be in my auction so you can get a good look.
All right, cool, man. Oh, a bunch of more people are jumping on, man.
Yeah, I feel like everybody keeps jumping in. Longbox Diving, hello to you. I just was watching his videos the other day.
All right, man. Trinity, thank you, Trinity, for the comment.
And Varangian said something really nice too. That was really sweet of him.
See. Oh man, there was a comment earlier. They said maybe change the name, Rod John Skill. You know what? John, we need to come up with something.
Rod really wants me to be able to host this from time to time.
We could do something, man. We could change the name around. Hey, community, right now in the chat, what would be a cool name for us to do shows?
Yeah, if you want to leave a comment on this video and tell us what you think the name could be if we combined forces and shared hosting, every other week or whatever.
Yes.
Definitely let us know, because I can't think of it. The Rican scale is such a good name. It is such a good name. Like I don't even want to touch it personally. I think it's just phenomenal.
¿Qué pasa, bro? No quiero tocarlo. Well, I said in Spanish, what's wrong, man? You don't want to touch it? So, so that, just that, hanging out with the Rican, you got to have some Spanish in it. So that's what it's all about, man. That's why the Rican scale is called that way. It just throws some Spanish flavor in it.
Lengua de amor.
Oh, man. You know what? Christy said, I love the energy with you and 1-2 Comic Talk. Really do appreciate that.
Yeah. Kevin is awesome over at 1-2 Comic Talk. I got to hang out with him on his sort of readers theater for Kanto, and that was a blast. That was awesome.
And actually, Christy, I'm looking at her face. Yeah, she did a show with on 1-2 Comic Talk. I think they broke it down to 2 parts. She's crazy, man. She's wild. She's unfiltered. She is cool. She's one cool chick, man.
Just be you, right? Just be you. That's the whole point. It's YouTube. It's not anybody else's tube.
That's it, man. That is it. Let's see who else. Wolf said, Kachungadelphia, how's it going, man? And Skits Comics, they got some stuff going on. They have a Twitter account. So they got, if it's called Skits Comics, feel free to check them out right now on
Big Will says we should call it Big John's Hot Rod. Oh, Big Will is hilarious.
So that means Big Will needs to be on the show then.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Oh
my God. It's too freaking funny, man. Too freaking funny.
You should look at my Kickstarter. There it is. Check out her Kickstarter. And that's all right. Plug it in. Christy, do your thing, sister. That's what it's all about, man. We support each other, especially the indie books comic community too, man. That's what we do. And with that being said, man, as always, I'm your boy, Rod the Rican. You know where to find me at. My brother right now is John Comics with Kids. Stay tuned because he's only a few hours away to the Saturday morning show with the ladies. I say his ladies, it's Kate and Charlie, the 2 hottest girls that know about comic books more than John, because
they know a thing or two because they read a thing or two.
There it is, man. His girls rock. And as always, man, take care. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Until the next time, like Perry does.